Can you imagine in my own series like having hookah weaving somewhere in the background? It would be funny. Everybody who knows the Moonlight Theater would be like, "Oh my! I can't believe it! Absolute mad lad." But I think asking him just to be like part of a short film for like even like a split second might just cost me the entire movie. unless he's like super down for the hell of it, you know. Other than that, I don't think it's gonna be impossible. Okay, next one. We almost read 2 hours long, and we still have 8 more to go. So let's hope the next one is shorter. Vinvon or Howard? If Howard is awake, can you guys check if the next ones, not this one, but the next ones afterwards are shorter? Okay, let's get to Tabula Rasa. Okay, it's not that long. You have to do it in some weird digital way, but it would be awesome. I'm not going to CGI him in. Without permission, that would be not cool. Special containment procedures. The entrance and perimeter of SCP-1782 are to be monitored at all times, although SCP-1782 has not yet proven itself to be outwardly hostile. The door to the room should be guarded by at least 2 armed personnel at all times. The area is only to be explored by unmanned drones, which have been requisitioned since the events of 9th, 4th. SCP-1782 is a room measuring 42 or 45 square meters in an abandoned apartment complex located in Kiev, Ukraine. Imprints over the archway entering the room read Jetna Devat Osam 198D. Here we have a picture saying SCP-1782 on the 8th, 31st. Entity phrase seemingly random lines from Leviticus until consumed. Is that supposed to be like a bird or something? Like, what am I looking at? There's like owls? I guess the best you could manage would be putting him on the TV in the background or something where he had edited into the movie he wasn't in. Yeah, well, we'll see. SCP-1782's interior changes in appearance every 3 days. At the 3:12 a.m., the change is instantaneous. SCP-1782 is usually furnished with typical household objects, although SCP-1782 and the objects themselves, when present, are aged significantly with signs of heavy use. The floor plan of the room varies. Certain instances have a kitchen, bedroom, and living room, or simply being a large empty space. SCP-1782 occasionally manifests what appear to be sapient entities and fauna. Objects appearing before the change vanish regardless of their proximity to SCP-1782 at exactly 3:12 a.m. All SCPs after this are very short. Thank God. Further examples can be found in the area records before this object. Can you imagine I had to read another like 3 hours again? Like last time? SCP-1782 does not appear to have a detrimental effect on subjects entering. Testing subjects in all cases returned from the interior of the room with a fear of holes. Exact reason for this are unknown. Area recorded 1782. Date 8th, 23rd. Event. Room materializes empty. The sound of metal scraping against metal can be heard. A disembodied female voice can be heard repeating the phrase shakes me, makes me lighter until 3:12 a.m. Our work no play makes Jackie a dull boy. Area recorded area record. Yeah, it's okay. It's all the same area record. So just the date is different. 8/26. Room materializes empty. Sound does not travel through the interior. Although upon further inspection, a small area on the left wall of the floor plan emits a faint metallic grating noise. Now we have another one. 8/29. An elderly human feeding itself to a group of cockapoo. Did not express pain. Appeared ambivalent. So that's this one for sure. He's just like, oh yeah, just eat me. Go right ahead. Except from interview -831. -1. And then I'll be eaten. There's a hole in the wall on the bottom of the floor. But I don't see how that makes any difference. What could have been? Can you tell us what you're doing? What's your name? It is a meat offering. Thou shalt put oil upon it and lay incense thereon. Dr. Sanders approaches the entity in the group of birds. They are non-hostile. Pour all the rest of the blood thereof at the foot of the altar. These in the hole in the floor. Dr. Sanders motions from a guard and instructs him to pick up one of the birds. The birds examined and appeared mundane. A skin sample is taken from the entity at this time. The results are later found to be normal. The bird is placed on the floor and continues feeding on the entity. Tell me what you're thinking. -1 behavior becomes abnormal. The subject intimately pinches different parts of his exposed flesh and can be seen trying to make suggestive eye contact with Dr. Sanders during this portion of the interview. Nothing out of the ordinary. The birds are hungry, though. Do I look hungry to you? Now, what kind of question is that? You some kind of loony? Is there something wrong? No. I'm feeling a bit bloated, though. Must have been all of that sugar and brandy I drank before she brought me in here. There's an abortion on the floorboards. One in the sink, too. What? Interview and conclude. This is like one of those, like, if I had to like actually interact with a person like this, I would like walk home and just be like, what did I just witness? You know what I mean? Like, I would just be like, was that real? 9/4. Room appears within two partitions, including a bathroom housing only a toilet and a small rectangular entrance accessible through a small hole in the wall. The room is tinted a dull green with what appears to be caked blood and feces on certain sections of the wall. We love that, don't we? A man in an orange jumpsuit materializes instantly outside of the door to SCP-1782 with a television camera on his shoulder. Attempts to communicate with the entity are successful, although unorthodox. The entity asked that Dr. Sanders produce a small television set and stay outside of the cell so that he could record the girl in the wall in the bottom of the floor. Those in charge of testing obliged. The following is a transcript of the recording. Here we have transcript 904. So from 1630 to 4 seconds to 1630, 15 seconds, entity enters the room. A faint noise similar to metal scraping against metal can be heard throughout the video. A decidedly upbeat punk song begins playing, the singer repeating the lyrics. There's a hole in the wall in the bottom of the floor. There's a girl in the wall in the bottom of the floor. Music continues until AV feed ends. Again, there's a hole in the wall. Or it's just a hole in general. Like, before the girl said, like, I'm shaking, right? Shakes me, makes me louder, but the guy talked about a hole as well. There's a hole in the bottom of the floor. Okay, 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Entity takes a right towards a small cubicle-like partition containing only a toilet. The camera is positioned over the toilet to reveal what appears to be a mutilated fetus in the basin. Video begins to distort, seemingly for some sort of artistic effect. This continues until 1633, 18 seconds. Okay, 1633, 18. When the entity exits the bathroom. Because of the song, I'm just imagining the pop singer as Michael Jackson. Oh baby, There's a hole in the wall. in the bottom of the floor. Yeah, something like that. 33. So 1633, 1802, 1640, 59. Camera pans in circles around the room, temporarily reaching impossible speeds before again slowing down. The object in the toilet seen previously is cut in to view of the footage immediately. Metallic rating grows louder. 1640, 59, 1654. Camera fixes on a small hole in the wall on the left side of the room. The entity places the camera on the floor and can be seen adjusting his suit before again picking up the camera. Entity heads towards the hole in the wall, entering a prone position and somehow crawling into the hole. Video goes black for 5 minutes. Music continues to play and heavy breathing can be heard from 2 separate sources. Why does this remind me of Silent Hill 2? 1654 to 1655. 6. Light returns, revealing a damp, muddy area that the camera could not possibly fit in. It is like Silent Hill, isn't it? Yeah, because it reminds me of that. It is Silent Hill 2, right? With the room, and like you have a hole where you watch your neighbor, and then like there's a hole, and then you like there's like a hole in the wall where you crawl through, and you end up in this like different area. View is centered toward the ground, gradually scrolling upwards across what initially appears to be a miniature uncased septic tank with small skeletal legs similar to the humans. As the view continues to scroll, a clear... Yeah, it's in PT too. Yeah, that... And the fetus is also in PT. Like, it's very Silent Hill PT style room right now. As the view continues to scroll, a clear fluid can be seen spraying in a small funnel upwards into what is later revealed to be human skull, lacking a lower jaw or nasal cavity with exaggerated eye sockets. Faint crying is audible as the septic tank object's head moves slightly to the right. With the aid of small skeletal hands from opposing sides of the camera's view, brown liquid sprays onto the object's face before video feed ends. Entity does not return from the hole. You better stay in the hole! An RC car with some obstacle clearing capability was requisitioned and mounted with a GPS and video camera to inspect the whole of the 9/4 SCP-1782. The device successfully entered the hole, and a live feed confirmed the object recorded by the previous entity. Video feed of the object reveals limbs and head of the object moving slowly up and down. Ugh. Footage went on steadily past 3:12 a.m., revealing that the object does not disappear during SCP-1782 cycles, although the entrance to its location is no longer present. GPS positioning reveals the location of the entity to be in the same location as Dr. Sanders, although testing revealed this to be false. Later GPS readings suggest that the device is located at any mature female within 5 meters of SCP-1782 or on any given day. Okay, the entity located outside of the door prior to the exploration could not be located. The area was deemed safe, and researcher Breen and Ortega were dispatched for an hour before SCP-1782's reset time of 3:12 a.m. to receive a DNA sample from the object in the toilet. And then we have excerpt from DNA recovery. Researcher Breen, alright, hand me the scalpel now. Breen leans over the toilet and, appearing stalled, falls backwards. What the hell's wrong? Thought I saw the damn thing move. Yeah, that's very PT again. Breen rights himself and leans back over the bowl to receive the sample. Breen immediately stands straight up, closes his eyes, and faces Ortega for 5 seconds. Yeah, it's moving, right? Yeah, okay. I'll do it. Researcher Ortega asks Breen to leave the bathroom, leans over the toilet to retrieve the sample. Researcher Ortega exits the bathroom at a brisk pace without the sample. It looked at me. Alright, let's just put the whole thing in the bag real quick. Researcher enters the bathroom again. Breen holding the sample bag and Ortega using tongs to place the object inside. Researcher Ortega disappears. The sound of water splashing is heard in the toilet. Breen sprints towards the door to SCP-1782 and exits the room. Oh, so As in, like, disappeared, as in, like, it actually vanished. I was like, wait, did he, like, book it? Did, like, Ortega fucking book it out? But no, looks like Ortega got fucking flushed, man. Very PT. Very, very PT. And Silent Hill. I mean, both are, like, from the same thing, but you know what I mean. Oh. It's 2 hours and we only read 3. That shit hurts. That shit hurts.